everybody. How you doing, man? Hey, we got here. Whoa, my attendance got way boosted from this weekend. Talking about attendance, yeah, I like that. Let's check out our attendances real quick. All right, if you haven't seen them yet, our attendance page is on our main website right here. Clicking on not calendar, not curriculum, not market, but yes, rosters. On the rosters page, if you look at it, right there, we got Connor Rush with the 111.5. Hey, that's not accidental either, man, because what, you were at 100 like a couple days ago, and then the last couple of days it was like 5 hours each or something like that, something close, at least over the last 3 days. All right, and I'm sure you feel exhausted. You had a couple more games too on top of that. Putting in the work is putting in the work, okay? And these hours add up, all right? But it's not just, you can't catch Damian Lillard in like 6 months. It's not going to happen, all right? He put in 1,000 hours, or 10,000 hours, sorry about that. He put in 10,000 freaking hours, all right, just to get better. You can't catch people just like that, all right? They might have a lead. They might have a marathon's worth of a lead. But, again, if your opponents are walking and you're sprinting, eventually you're going to catch them. All right, if you're walking and other people are sprinting, eventually they're going to catch you. All right, but it's not instantaneous, which is why people actually walk. All right, they go, you probably won't have the perseverance to catch me. You probably can't keep going. All right, and I remember Ian, our top guy right here. He had a point, but he could have got even higher. All right, but I don't know, maybe. I am fine, but my knee is hurting. Just annoying pain though. Yep. Ian, he was very, very much a hard worker, and after a while, he started coming not too much. He was like, okay, I can't handle that many days. He started understanding himself that it's like a marathon, not a sprint, sort of territory. All right, but if you're able to sprint the entire time, if you happen to be one of those few people in the world who can do that, why wouldn't you sprint? All right, and I think that was what was holding people back from the actual mile and getting the 4-minute mile. All right, because you can't sprint a mile. If I sprint a mile, I'm gonna die. All right, but now it's a mile, and the people who are best at it legit sprint the entire time. So back then, when I said I can't sprint the mile, I just ruined it for myself. They were probably thinking, yeah, you can't, but I can train myself enough to be able to sprint the mile. So this is what you're going through right now. And again, you don't want to burn yourself out. Just like if I run a mile, I don't want to just die, right? So I can't just start off like 100-yard dash time. But if you are able to do it, like if you wake up in the morning, you're like, hey, yo, I think I can go 5 days a week. Or I think I can go 3 times in the morning. All right. And if you ever get to the point where you can go 4 times, then step it up. If you can go all 5, do it. All right. If you're doing everything that we do, now you're on par with all those pro guys. But again, you can't do it day one. I understand that. But you can go to your limit, to your own personal limit. All right. Let's start off by talking about the quote of the day. All right. What do we have here? Quote was, I can't. All right. I can't. You're not supposed to say I can't. All right. It's you cut that thing off with them scissors right there. You say I can. All right. You can. You can. You can. All right. And if you truly believe that, then you can. All right. I told Connor this morning during his lonely workout that he has to kind of carry our program right now because we're just starting out. We're going to have games where people forfeit, etc. And you got to be there for us. So he came to the 7th grade game again. And then a kid who didn't sign up showed up. It was Baylor. So we didn't even need Connor. And he's like, oh. So he just sat there. All right. And I appreciate him so much for that because, again, I helped Jam start off. All right, when they were first started off, I played for 4 teams. Because they were there, but also if they needed me, they needed me. Whoever needed me, I would just play for it. Right, for a 4-minute mile, you have to have an average of 15 miles per hour. Is that true? Dang, yeah. I don't know if I could get up to 15 miles per hour for a second. Could I? I don't think so. What's my top speed? What's a regular person's top speed? I don't even know. Or if you're Silas and can't do it yet. Exactly. Oh, yeah. I can't do it yet. You have to say yet afterwards. I always make Silas say that. Man, he loves that I can't word. All right? But yes, do not say that. Understand what you're able to do, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to see what we did this morning, I already made the video for it. Let's check it out real quick. All right. Right here. And it's just all the workouts that we did. If you want to see the quote of the day, or the quote that I just made up right here. Let me see. Can I move this? I don't even know. Oh, I can't move it. Can I move both of them? Yeah, there we go. No, I can't move. There's three of them. All right, I'll move all three of them. There we go. All right, so if I move myself out the way, excuse me, John. All right, you guys can watch this video right here. Alright, so I mean that's pretty dope. I like that a lot because I mean you're not gonna you're not gonna go anywhere worthwhile with a whole bunch of people, with a ton of people. He said it was 27 miles an hour. Usain wrote, oh yeah, no, his top speed is 27 miles an hour, so that can't be done. That might be our mile time like tops right there, I guess. That would be insane. I think you're running as fast as Usain Bolt for the entire mile. That'd be crazy. But yeah, that's probably too much. John, you said travel during scrimmage to me, but I took one big step. So if you come to a stop, let's say that you stop your momentum and you take one step and the other foot's on the ground and then you take another step, they'll just call travel. Yeah. So, I mean, I can't explain it, but if you like run up and you're just like, what? Like that, you take the second step like afterwards and it looks funky, they'll just call it travel. So trust me, you have to jump stop with 2 feet. All right, you can't jump stop with a 1-2 and then move the second step. All right, it feels like you're like, I mean, if you step like this and you go 1-2, you can't move this one. You thought that you jump stop, but you went 1-2. All right, it's way different than going 1. All right, so 1-2 and then just like stepping again is a travel. All right, and a lot of slow players do it because if you step 1-2 really fast, then you can take whatever step because they really can't see it. All right, so trust me, it's a travel. It's hard to explain, I suppose, but even if you don't travel and it looks like a travel, it's a travel. They're gonna call it. All right, kind of jumped into it like a long step. Yeah, exactly. You can't jump into anything and then take another step. It's just not what you're allowed to do, especially if you took a 1-2 step. If I filmed it, as you said before, if I filmed it, you saw it, you'd be like, whoa, I did that? What? Okay, so you remind me of Joey Carrillo right now. That was his name, Carrillo, yeah. He was driving and taking like 2 steps before he dribbled the ball. But no, he took 3 steps. And I was like, yo, you're traveling, right? He goes, no, I'm not. So I filmed him without him knowing it. And I said, okay, come here. And I showed him his steps and I was like, okay, I slow-moed it. And I was like, all right. So you move 1 foot, right? He goes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, so if you move another foot, it's travel, right? Are you sure it's travel, right? He goes, yes, definitely. If I moved that foot, I was like, okay. So I kept slow-moing it, and he moved it. And he goes, oh, my God. I was like, no, I'm not done yet, Joey. do you think that you're about to move the other foot? He goes, no, heck no. I just traveled. I was like, nope, let's keep going. And he moved it again. He's like, what? All right, so I'll try to catch you doing it one day. There you go. That's all that I have for you. All right. Let's go over the elementary stuff for tomorrow. All right, it's the divine drill. So we're starting off with that mess for the elementary one. All right, that's a tough workout. We used to do that all the time though. Now we just do it during special time, so it's not that often. But the divine drill is great. It's planks and push-ups. Pushing yourself. If you guys can do that at home to practice it, that's great. So I should just say divine drill over there. And if you're doing it for 10 minutes of practice that we're doing, we might mix it in with some other stuff. Not really sure how we're going to do that. Well, if we have the one-on-one with the personal rules, maybe some people will do the divine drill, some people will do the one-on-one, and we'll do that for 20 minutes instead. Indirect Euro steps. Oh, the one-on-one with the personal rules. All right, this is one of my favorite workouts, and I always forget about it. All right, but when you guys play one-on-one, I give you guys a rule, and the rule is to make you better on offense. Okay, I'll be like, yo, you got to pull up and hit jump shots going to the left or something like that, or you got to be aggressive, or you got to do a spin move, or whatever you're bad at, right? But it's really a defensive drill because they have to read what you're doing and then react to it, and then stop you from doing it. So they'll basically be like, as they're playing you one-on-one, they're trying to figure you out, and you're trying to figure them out. And at the end of the game, I ask you, what did I tell them? What was their personal rule? Because I tell it to you guys in secret. So you want to do your move, but you're only allowed to do that one move. Or maybe I might give you 2 moves, right? And for games, great players, they have about 2 or 3 moves, so you can figure them out. All right? And if you and if offensively I can help you out, that's awesome. But if defense, I can help you understand that you can figure the other person out during the course of a game, that's even awesomer. All right? So that's why we do that drill. I remember you made me do 3 divine drills one day and 2 the next day for the 6-hour workout. Yeah, man. Because you kept coming to multiple workouts, so I had to do it over and over and over again to make you pay. All right, you can't just skirt by. All right, indirect Euro step. That's the one where we go forward, bounce the ball with the opposite leg down. All right, and then we come over the top and swing our leg through as well, and then we take another step that way. So you get it's a dribble and a zero step. Then you get 2 more steps for a layup. But now we take our 2 steps toward the left. All right, the zero step is first. Then we take both our steps to the left, going across our body with a girly step for the first step, and then toward the basket for the next step. All right, we bring the ball with us over. If we're tall, we go above. If we're short, we go through. And it's basically a huge change of direction if the defense forces us to change direction. And with this one, we're not taking our eyes from the basket, so it's an extremely aggressive one. Kyrie spin to Jay. Oh, we got to bring up the TV. I'm happy. All right, I'm gonna try to start using that TV because, as we said, you know, with film we see stuff better. But I wanted to get organized first. All right, so we'll have the Kyrie spin to Jay for the elementary kids. That's a big move by Kyrie Irving, etc., etc., etc. All right, hurdle layups. 2 hands on the ball, extended for both steps. We do have our hurdles now, so we'll go over the actual hurdles. We were doing that a little bit this morning with the fake reverse, but you go up and you bounce the ball, but you need 2 hands on the ball as you take your next 2 steps. And what that enables you to do is pass the ball during those 2 steps, or manipulate the defense, or try to garner a foul, or switch between shooting a floater and a layup and a reverse layup, right, during those 2 steps. If you have the ball in your hand, you get to keep it away from them. When you have the ball low or you touch it with 2 hands at the last second, the timing of it is too off, and they're going to block your shot, steal the ball, or someone's going to pop open, you're not going to be able to pass the ball to them. All right. Zero step is weird in the NBA because you can step while picking the ball instead of while dribbling. The gather step, it's a little weird. You're kind of allowed to do it. I think that their interpretation of it, though, is weird because if you touch the ball, I get it, per rule, you don't have possession of it. You're just touching it. You're not possessing it, right? But I think that's a little bit weird because they touch it for so long. And they are controlling it. You do have control while you're touching it. So that's the NBA's difference. They're touching the ball, and it doesn't count until they actually gather it. Well, that's this layup that I'm talking about for the hurdle layup. You guys go through and you just touch the ball during your 2 steps. I want you to gather the ball and actually have it for both of those steps. So maybe the NBA people are right because you can't do jack squat when that ball is just being touched. All right, you don't have it. So you guys, so you have Giannis out there for his 0 step. He is touching the ball. Then for his 2 steps, he's going to gathering it. What you're doing is you dribble, you touch the ball for 2, maybe even 3 steps, and then you gather it for like 0.1 second, and then you throw it up. So your gather is like basically like 0.1 seconds, and it's ridiculously bad. And that's why you lose the ball, you don't score the ball, whatever. You can't find people to pass to because you never gathered the ball to begin with. All right, so gather the ball as soon as possible. All right, last one is 180 side or fake handoff. Those are the 3 options from the wing that you can play with a smart player if he's on your team. You dribble at him, and he can go back door if he sees it. If he doesn't see it, he can fake back door, come for the handoff. If he comes for the handoff, you don't see that, you can fake the handoff and go for the layup. Mixing those 3 things in together. All right, and that's about it. So we're gonna get some trivia real quick. Yeah, Giannis looks like he travels a lot because the gather step is 2 long steps. Yeah, no. I've slow-moed it. He's not gathering, but he's definitely touching the stupid ball. It's crazy. All right, let's get some trivia real quick since I have Connor here. I do have 2 viewers. I have no clue who else is here, but if you can answer it, you can answer it. Whoever answers it first gets it correct. All right, Connor is still one behind. I mean, like literally, Finn doesn't even have to show up that often. He still beats you. All right, so hopefully he doesn't just pop in right now and just be like, Luke Longley's the answer. I got him again. Bye, guys. All right, so try to win. All right, the trivia question for today is a Bay Area trivia question. So sorry, so any Bay Area people out there, y'all got this. Here we go. All right, did you know that Steph Curry's last game was against my former college? I was at that game, I think. Yeah, we beat him in the NIT tournament with Patty Mills, and then Patty's like, come down. He made everyone storm the court even though we didn't want to. I didn't storm the court. I don't do that. But because I was just watching the game. That was his last college game. They played against each other, and he and Steph Curry were like of the same level. And then of course Steph Curry blew up once he got into the NBA. But Patty Mills is doing okay. But that was his last game in NIT. Crazy, right? But the question is this. In Steph Curry's 3 years at Davidson, what was the furthest that he went in the NCAA or NIT tournament? What was the furthest that Steph Curry went in either tournament? That is the question of the day. And who was the team against? Who did he play against, and how far did he go? All right. I mean, was it the NIT finals? Was it the Final Four? Was it like whatever first round knockout? Like which level did Steph Curry get to? That's the trivia question of the day. If no one answered it, no one answers it. All right, we got homework. I added the Sunday shooting with Connor Rush as the homework. All right, one of those isn't up anymore. Oh, I should delete one. Yeah, I'll delete one. I added our little logo to the end of one, so I still got to play the delete game. Connor's still posting his stuff. Great job, Connor. You keep going on. Again, loneliness is success. No, excellence is a lonely road. Excellence is a lonely road, man. You got to just go. Yo, you're not gonna have people going with you. If people were going with you, it wouldn't really be that cool and that exciting because everyone's doing it. Trust me. All right. The picture of the day. This was a funny one. Yeah, Kawhi and Paul George watching the opening ceremony of the 2025 new Clippers arena. Chances are they will not be playing for the Clippers then. They would look so bored at this thing. It was hilarious. But that's because, they don't have pride in the Clippers. All right? And why should they? And how could they? They're probably going to get traded by then. They're probably going to be retired, but I don't really know. And they haven't been there that long to begin with, right? But they don't have a culture there, all right? They don't have a culture there. That is the answer, Connor Rush. Elite Eight. Elite Eight versus Kansas. You have now 7, and you are tied with Finn Kaufman. Let's see if you can win yourself a month here, man. I don't know if Finn's is going to let you, though. That took a long time right there for the answer, but you got it. All right. But in creating a culture, you're going to have to fake this a little bit better. All right? Kawhi's going to have to grab the mic and be hyped and be like, yeah, this is our thing. And if they do that, think about who they might get in free agency. Who would be playing in the 2025 new arena, right? But they're soft selling this thing like, yo, it doesn't matter. It does matter. everything matters. I mean, the Lakers, I mean, the Celtics, they have enormous traditions. I know that they've won championships, and it's a lot easier when you win. But yo, the Celtics with their freaking lore, they're like, oh, they are creating a, not the Celtics though, but the Indiana is creating a Larry Bird museum. That's amazing, right? That's how you build a culture. And the Lakers, they have all these like statues out in front of Staples Center, man, like of like their dudes, right? Because they want that culture there. When you have a culture, it's worth it. So right now, we're creating a culture, and y'all got to make it worth it. You can't do this. You can't do this. All right? You have to make it worth it and be like, yeah, this is awesome. And when even though you're not gonna be here in time to see us, like, usher in some new kids and they're gonna have it better than you, who cares? Because I once had to do that. I mean, like, we had this like small locker room that was so small at St. Mary's, so small. It was like one little bitty hallway, and we worked our butts off. And then now when I go back, they have 3 locker rooms that are back to back to back, right? They have a jacuzzi in one of them. It's like crazy nice, and I'm like, we made this. And I still feel pride for it, right? It's cool. I see my picture on the wall sometimes, and I'm like, okay, and I still feel for it. But we built that culture, and it's amazing to see it still go on today. All right, so build the culture up. Don't do that. If Finn knew the answer to that, I don't know. He might be a Curry stalker. Oh yeah, easily. I don't know if I can name that. That would be ridiculous. But I did know who his last game was against, but only because I was there. I should have taken a picture and signed some memorabilia if I had known that it was Steph Curry, dude. I mean, I knew it was him. I didn't know it was him. All right. We're gonna skip the advertising for today. No. We gotta always honor our sponsors. At least 10 seconds of the advertisement, real quick. Let's see what's going on. We have not done all those drills with that ladder. Maybe I might have to start doing some more of them. Anyways, middle school stuff. We have pick and roll, pass to roll, weekend ball pounds, bluff and recover, help side to close out, quick shots, and fast break post seal. That's what the middle schoolers will be doing tomorrow. And that's your heads up for that. And then for the high school one, we got half court game. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I like that game a lot. Make 26 J's in 3 minutes. Ball pickup layup. Juke straps, hurdles, and jingle bells. Got to bring the darn jingle bells out. Now, those of you guys who can touch the rim, maybe we can figure out a way to put the jingle bells above the rim. Do I have like a stick or anything like that? That would be cool. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure out if I can get like a stick and like put it like hella high. All right, I'll figure that out before tomorrow night. But we have the juke straps as well and the hurdles. Oh, hurdles, nice. All right, you guys have to get speed up for that. Speaking of hurdles, we had the combine, right? All right, and when we had the combine, and let me see where my page is, right there. All right, we had the combine. I like that ladder because it's stiff and doesn't mess up if you barely tap it like the normal ones do. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so we have the combine. If you look right here on the main page, you can go to the combine section right here. Combine testing. You see all the records updated, and Connor Rush did pass Blaze because I messed up Connor's height. He's actually 2 inches taller than I had him listed. Or wait, 3 inches taller than I had him listed. So it did up his score a lot, enough to pass Blaze. But I would love to see you guys battle it out again. I think some of that though. Okay, this is what I think. Okay, the stuff that Blaze was good at being fast, and at being like strong, right? Okay. I think he'll always be able to do that because he's fast and strong. But Connor shot really, really well. I mean, I think Blaze has a better chance to beat this score than Connor does. Although I don't think either one of them will beat it. I've been doing this for so long, and the only guy up there, Chris Hill, who I just wrote his dad and asked him how he's doing, he's not playing anymore. It's just crazy. But he's like 6'7". and like a guard and like everything like that. He's not playing anymore. Sad, but he is going to like a JUCO right now, so he might pick up the ball again. It's crazy. He just stopped playing because his parents got divorced and was going through some trouble. But he was getting looks at D1 wise. But that's that level. And there's a lot of guys below you guys that played in college. That's crazy that you guys are passing them up. Now we haven't had any like ridiculous athletes like do this, but that's pretty cool that you guys are there. All right, but and with that said, Connor could have got a better time for the jumps. All right, 2 ranks. I was 2 over Dennis when I was 1 year older than me. When he was 1 year older than me. There you go. All right. I think that you're a better shooter than Dennis, but you have a chance to beat this if you improve at the hurdles. So I think practicing at the hurdles would be great. All right. If you improve at the ambidextrous throw, all right, figure that out. How to throw full court with the left hand. All right. If you improve at the speed thing would be a lot harder, but the morning boot camps help with that. We make you faster there, right? If you can improve at that and then keep up that great shooting, because your shooting was the 3rd best shot rank of all time. All right. But I don't think Calvin and Derek are like unbelievable shooters, so you can definitely pass them. All right, your shooting from the from the elbow was pretty good, but I mean, look at this. Look at the threes. You could top that list, maybe. Can you make 21 threes? Maybe practice it with someone, right? Real quick. All right. So you can practice all this stuff, and that would be awesome if you can beat your score. All right. Anyways, you guys have another chance next month. Make sure that you guys sign up. I will get the word out, so sign up before people sign up because there's only 8 spots. All right. It only costs $5. Anyways, what else is on my agenda to talk about real quick? We got. Oh, let's do the story of the day. The mind is the limit. As long as the mind can envision the fact you can do something, you can do it. As long as you really believe 100%. So that's pretty good right there. Right? If the mind believes it, you can do it. No matter what it is. Right? Your mind is the limit. Your mind is the limit. So put in your mind that you're gonna do it, but it's gonna take longer than just one day. All right, use the entire month to improve that. All right, I remember Calais was like seriously impressed by our combines. Yeah, she's like, no one has this. I was like, yeah, no one cares. All right, what we're doing is trying to inspire you to work even harder. So try to beat your score. Don't have that just be your random best score ever. Hopefully, I will shoot the same from the elbow. I missed around 4 to 5, so I can get 35. Highest I've ever seen was 36 by Emma, but she had me passing to her though. I think if you have a tall person passing, it's a lot easier. All right. To finish up, we got, let me see, Monona's time. I like that a lot. I told you guys about her. She's a hard worker, but her combine score was 20 points higher than my ex-stepdaughter when she was that age. All right, that's amazing. That's amazing. So she's a serious athlete. Although my ex-stepdaughter Samantha was not a very good athlete at all, but she was a very good shooter. So I mean, like, you have to balance those two things out. We scrimmaged today. I ran with you guys a little bit. That was kind of fun, but I got a game later on. You guys, it didn't look, as I told you, it didn't look dangerous out there. It looked really safe for Monona and the other little kids. Y'all got to be like more forceful. You guys got to be more into it. It's got to be like it's like a New York playground game, like someone's about to die. All right, that's how you should bring the game. Bring it. Let me think. Noah and Carson, they do what a lot of people do. Basically, they get lost. It's a lack of awareness. But their lack of awareness is very, very obvious because they're not guarding their man. But when we get older, maybe like Rohit's lack of awareness is that, like, he forgot like a rotation. Or like Connor and like Andrew or like Blaze, their lack of awareness might be like they didn't know exactly how much time was on the clock or who they passed the ball to or whatever, right? So you have to understand that everyone's lack of awareness is going to be at a different level, but you guys all have it. You guys all need to be more in tune to the game the entire time, all right? And it's very simple stuff, but it adds up. If I quizzed him on who's open right now, he would answer correctly every single time. But if it's during a game, he messes up. Same for you guys. All right. They were talking about KD's shot. Kevin Durant's shot, and Blake Griffin was saying it's like he doesn't get bothered by the defense whatsoever. Now I know he's 7 feet tall, but you should shoot like that. Don't get bothered by the defense whatsoever. But again, be aware if they're going to block you, obviously, so you can pump fake the shot. But to get to the point where you're not bothered by the defense, that's like the holy grail of offensive play. All right, and that's how Kevin Durant plays, and it's unbelievable what he does. He does it night in and night out, and it's just a joy to watch. He's never been on a team that I've like really cheered for besides OKC. I think I cheered for him then. All right, but man, he's amazing to watch individually. All right, I always count my seconds too slow. Hopefully, I was for the awareness about having I'm a pretty good counter when I'm not counting. I have a very good awareness of the clock. But I think what I want you guys to also have is awareness of everyone's emotions out there. Knowing that a guy hasn't touched the ball, knowing that we haven't done this, knowing like if he's a little riled up right now and you got to calm him down. All right, knowing those things and being aware of your teammates, that's huge. That's an enormous awareness thing, and we need a point guard that can do that kind of stuff. Anyways, that's about all that I have right now. Don't forget that the quote of the day is "I can't." It's "I can." I can. So make sure that you can, and just prove it to everyone that you can by going hard and hard and hard and hard, never stopping. And great job, Connor, for being willing to be the only guy, man. You're going to create a culture, and it's going to be worth it. And when there's 80 people coming every single day, it's because of you. All right, congratulations with that. All right, keep going, you guys. I will talk to y'all later. All right, and cue me out, music. Yeah. I guess that's a good enough cue. We'll go with that. Show my outro screen, homie.